Notes on the Axe, phase 6. 6. The mark of the beast. Diminished, because diminished are evil sounding. So, we have major, we have minor, and then we have diminished. All three are triads based off of root, third, fifth. Major is root, major third, perfect fifth, right? Minor is root, minor third, perfect fifth. Diminished is root, minor third, flat 5. Now, flat 5 is also known as sharp 11. It's most notably known in this is flat 5. That interval for a long time was banned in classical music, Musica e Diablo, or the devil in music, and so on and so forth, because it evoked emotions from people and it was evil and all that fun stuff. And I love it. Being a metalhead, it is one of my favorite tonalities is diminished. Fully diminished is truly one of my favorites. And it's played a lot in heavy metal and hard rock and classical, modern classical and stuff like that. So it's definitely something that is important to learn. Now, getting into the triad some more, we have major, right? Then we lower the third to get to minor. Now, we're going to keep this root, or we're going to keep this minor third, and then we're going to take the fifth, and we're going to lower the fifth. Flat 5, get it? Flat 5 or sharp 4 or sharp 11. So, because this, so a little bit, this would be the fourth to G. So this is G, that's the fourth, sharp 4, or here's our fifth, flat 5. So we have C, E flat, G flat, right? It's a cool tone. So then we're going to do the same thing with notes on the Axe, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is our root. Right? So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, E, A, D, G, back to C. So then we go to our first inversion, E flat, G flat, C, sound. And then we go to our second inversion, starts on G. Now our G is flat, so we were here for minor. This is major, this is minor, that is diminished. C, F, E flat, E flat, A flat, right? You get the gist of it. So now we go to root position major, root position minor, root position diminished. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. Okay? Now we go to E flat, G, C. So, remember we were here, then we were here. Now we gotta lower the fifth, flat 5. Right? So now we gotta go to our second inversion. It's gonna be starting on G flat, right there. So we were, remember, here, then we were here. Now we gotta lower our fifth. So here's our root, flat 5, root, flat 3, C, C, F, B flat, E flat, so on and so forth. Now our next one is here. Remember? We started off with this triad, C, E, G, then C, E flat, G. Now we gotta go to C, E flat, G flat. This one's a little weird, so you gotta take it a little slow. I usually do because it's a stretch. Right? Now, so we're at root position. Now we gotta go to E flat, G flat, C. C, right? So E flat, G flat, C. Remember we started here, then we were here, and now we're on top, right? So our roots are right here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we just take those last three shapes that we just did, right? Start here, then here, and then there. Same thing, run that through the cycle. This, we were here, now we're here, and now we're here. Okay, and then the next one, we were here, now we're here, and then we're there. There's our root. So, you know, clearly you run these things through the cycle, and one of the things I really love to do when I first started doing this, when I start to work on ear training with students, is right, play that, and I'll go root third fifth, root flat third fifth, root flat third flat five, major, minor, diminish. I'll do that with my seventh chords too, and this is really cool because you can visualize these all the time, right? Those are your popular qualities of chords. So when you're able to do that, hear that, see that, feel it, you have all three forms of learning: tactile, audio, and visual. You can't go wrong there. You're going to learn it. You're going to learn it well as long as you apply it and apply it properly. And it's going to make your ear training. The fretboard should be just opening up for you. Now the next thing that we do is a little teaser here is triadic arpeggios. Right? So on and so forth. And that right there is what I'm talking about in the first video, seeing these fractals of notes and triads and everything interlinked together, and the next thing you know, your head just goes like literally when I first learned how to approach these things, like, oh, I'm sitting here doing this boring thing, and then my professor showed me these arpeggios. I was like, oh, now I get it. My professor would always Mr. Miyagi me constantly, like every semester he would Mr. Miyagi me, and then finally, I think it was my junior year, I really realized what he was doing. It took me that long, 3 years, to realize, oh, now I get what you're doing, dude. Yeah, and you have to learn the basics. You're going to wax on, wax off, and you can sand the floor and all that fun stuff, and paint the fence. This is that stuff. This is wax on, wax off, paint the fence and sand the floor. And just practice these and realize what you're seeing on the fretboard, and just realize what you're seeing on the fretboard. Your world musically will just explode in a good way. All right, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, just reach out to me.